A very good morning to one and all. Children, this is your English literature class, and we are going to start a poem today, which is Frogs at School. But before we start the poem, children, I would like to tell you all a little bit about our poet, George Cooper. Children, he was born in New York on 14th May 1840, and he died in the same city on 26th of September 1927. He was a very famous American poet, and he was basically remembered for his song lyrics. Okay, that means he used to write the songs and he used to translate the lyrics of the songs, which were in German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and French. That means other language songs. He used to translate the lyrics into English. So he was a musical person. All right. And he wrote one of the very famous poem, which is Frogs at School. Children, this poem, when you will read, this also has many of the rhyming words, and you will understand the love of our poet for music. Okay? All right. So before we start reading the poem, let me just tell you what this poem is all about. Children, in this poem, Frogs at School, it teaches us to be, organized and systematic. This poem, it teaches us to be honest as well. All right. So we will see that there are some frogs, okay, and they have a very systematic and proper life. They lead a very systematic life. So even when the frogs can be so systematic, even the human beings need to be. So it is a fun poem. It's a light-hearted poem. And let us start reading about it. 20 froggies went to school down beside a rushy pool. 20 little coats of green, 20 vests all white and clean. Alright, so children, this first stanza tells us that there are 20 froggies. Froggies are basically baby frogs they are talking about. Alright, so there are 20 frogs or baby frogs or froggies. Alright, and they go to school. The way you people go to school, they also go to school. And alright, and it is just next to a rushy pool. Alright, like where you can see in the picture where the rushes are there. So just next to that, they have their school. And all of them, they have a very systematic life. They have a school uniform as well. So when they go to the school, they wear, coats, green color coats and vest. Even vest they wear, white color vests they wear, and they are very clean white vests. Okay. So the way you people have uniforms, they have uniforms too. Let's see the next stanza. We must be in time, said they. First we study, then we play. This is how we keep the rule when we froggies go to school. Okay, so in the second stanza, it is telling you how systematic they are. They know that they have to reach school on time. They're not supposed to be late. And they even know that first they will go, they will study, and then they will play. So there is a proper way, like you are supposed to study first and then you get time to play as well. So this is what they're saying, that we have to reach school in time, we have to study, and then we will play. So there are certain rules and regulations and we need to follow. The third stanza. Master Bullfrog, grave and stern, called the classes in their turn, taught them how to nobly strive, likewise how to leap and dive. Okay. So children, this stanza tells us that their master, that means their teacher, is bullfrog. Okay, that means it's a large, big frog, and that this is the name of that frog, bullfrog. Okay, and you can see in the picture, the students are there down, and then this is the master. So bullfrog is their teacher, and he's grave. That means he's a serious teacher, and stern, he's strict. Okay, serious and strict. He's a serious and strict teacher. He called the classes in their turn. That means he used to be there at his place, and like you people have different classes. No, you have grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. So like that they also have it, and he calls the classes in their turn. That means maybe he takes class 1 first, then class 2, then class 3. So he don't go anywhere. He called the classes. All right. taught them how to nobly strive. That means how to be a noble person, how to be a respectable person, and how to try on things hard. That means how to work hard. He taught his children how to work hard, likewise, how to leap and dive. Children, these frogs, they the way they walk. So the bullfrog, their master, he doesn't sit and teach them English, Hindi, and all these subjects. He teaches them what is useful for their life, what is useful for the life of these frogs. So he teaches them how to leap, how to dive, okay, how to work hard. Obviously when they're babies, maybe they don't know how to leap, how to dive, the way you people don't know how to walk when you are small. These frogs also, they don't know. So this is what their teacher teaches them. All right. Next stanza. From his seat upon the log, showed them how to say kercock, also how to dodge a blow from the sticks which bad boys throw. So children, this stanza tells us that from his seat, like there is a special seat for this teacher, bullfrog. So from his seat, you can see this seat in this picture. That is a log, okay, the log of a tree. So this is his seat. So from here, he sits here and he teaches his students, froggies, those 20 froggies, baby frogs, how to say kercock. That is their voice, the special voice, which these frogs have. So he teaches them how to take out this voice from their croak, from their throat, and how to dodge a blow. That means how to protect themselves from the bad frogs, the bad boys. Like when you see some children, it is normally seen that human beings or these bad boys, when they see a frog or something, or some small baby like these frogs or something, they trouble them, these animals. So this master, this teacher, he even teaches his children, his students, his froggies, how to protect themselves from the stick being thrown by the bad boys, how to protect themselves, how to save themselves. So basically, this teacher teaches his students, the frogs, how to live a frog life. All right. 20 froggies grew up fast. Bullfrogs, they became at last. No one danced among the lot. No, not one lesson they forgot. That means when these froggies grew up, then these froggies became bullfrogs. That means when these froggies grew up, they became teacher in some school where other froggies used to come, and they started teaching them how to lead a frog life. Okay? And not even one out of those 20 frogs, or out of all the lot, not even one frog turned out to be foolish, and they did not forget even one lesson that was taught by their teacher. Polished in a high degree, as each froggy ought to be, now they sit on other logs, teaching other little frogs. So here it tells us that all the froggies grew up and they became good frogs, polished, nice, good frogs, and then now they sit on that seat where their teacher used to sit, and now they were the teachers and they started teaching other froggies, the baby frogs. All right. So this is what the whole poem is. It shows us, you can say, a life circle. That's what a life cycle is. That means when you're a small child, you're a baby, then you become, like you go to school, you learn things in life, you grow up, and then you teach the same thing to your children or to your students or the other babies. This is the life cycle. The way these frogs have life cycle, even we humans have life cycle. So let us read this whole poem once again. Frogs at school. 20 froggies went to school, down beside a rushy pool. 20 little coats of green, 20 vests all white and clean. We must be in time, said they. First we study, then we play. This is how we keep the rule when we froggies go to school. Master Bullfrog, grave and stern, called the classes in their turn. taught them how to nobly strive, likewise how to leap and dive. From his seat upon the log, showed them how to say kercock, also how to dodge a blow from the sticks which bad boys throw. 20 froggies grew up fast, bullfrogs they became at last. Not one dance among the lot, not one lesson they forgot. Polished in a high degree, as each froggy ought to be, now they sit on other logs, teaching other little frogs, by George Cooper. So children, go through the poem once again, learn it, and we will be discussing the book exercises in the class. Till then, everybody, have a nice day. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.